Hello and welcome everyone. I am Surbi on behalf of TeamSpark to present my project, to present our project interview, which is based on the theme real-time price monitoring and competitive intelligence. So I would like to quickly introduce you to my teammates. First is Harish Mathur, who is also happens to be our team leader and who has worked on the backend and AI/ML integration into our project. Then there's me, Surbi, and who has worked on the front end part of the project. And then there's Anshika Singh, who has worked on the UI UX of our app, and Tanushree, who has worked on the content creation of our project. So here's a brief overview of our project. Basically, we have developed a real-time competitive intelligence system which monitors and analyzes like pricing, dynamic pricing of our competitors, and generates actionable insights from them using machine learning, web scraping, and like our interactive dashboard and everything. So here's a quick glance at our problem statement. Basically, like Walmart and any other like retail market faces challenges in staying competitive with the rapidly changing prices and promotions in the e-commerce market. So we thought that there is an effective need and solution to track dynamic pricing and changes in the competitive price in real time, and then identifying trends, pattern, and behavior, and like generating actionable insight so as to like accommodate and adjust our pricing according to the competitive moves. So here's our solution. So basically, we have developed an AI-driven platform which like monitors and analyzes competitive pricing and promotion and strategies and generate like actionable insight and for the Walmart and other retailer stores to and help them facilitate like staying ahead in this dynamic changing price changing environment. So we have implemented this through web scraping, machine learning, and then our app which consists of an interactive dashboard, so like which keeps access to different models and features. So here's the methodology of our like, project. First, we have implemented web scraping to like collect real-time data from the competitor source, of course, the data which is publicly available. Then we have implemented machine learning and models to analyze trends and pricing and to predict like certain behavior and patterns. And then through an interactive dashboard, we have like given access to like different models which like, generates insight from these data. So here are the key component and feature of our app. So basically real-time monitoring and then real-time data monitoring and then collecting data through web scraping, then analyzing data through machine learning and models, and then generating actionable insight from those data. So now I would like Harish to take over and like let you through the what went behind this project, let you through the code and all the backend and implementations.
Hi, I'm Harish. Now let's go through the models we have created using PyTorch. The first model is the price anomaly model. The dataset is loaded and the price values are extracted and scaled using standard scaler. The labels are used to distinguish normal and anomalous data points. The autoencoder model is constructed using Keras. The model has an input layer, a hidden encoding layer, and a decoding layer. The reconstruction error for the training data is calculated to determine a threshold. This threshold is used to classify future data points as normal or anomalous. The trained Keras model is converted into TensorFlow Lite model for deployment on edge devices. A standard scalar and the threshold are saved using joblib and plaintext respectively. These will necessarily do the plus prediction model. The dataset is loaded from a CSV file into a pandas data frame. The features are normalized using standard scalar to standardize the data before feeding it into the model. The sequential neural network model is built with three layers. The model is compiled with the Adam optimizer and mean squared error loss function. Third model is the web scraping model used for price comparison. This model performs a search on Google Shopping based on query provided by the user, scrapes the results and returns a list of products with their titles and prices, saves the list of products into a CSV file, automate the collection of product prices for comparison across different sellers for price comparisons. Fourth model is the discount and promotion tracking model. It scrapes the data on discounts and promotion from competitor websites, focusing on banners and promotional sections. Standardized discount data for consistent comparison to display graphs. It allows users to filter promotions by competitor category or discount type, provide insights and suggestions for Walmart's promotion strategies based on competitors' data. Now let's say the app's backend. We have used Java and Kotlin languages in the backend using Android Studio. We have designed the overall layout of the app using HTML, CSS in XML files. We utilized TensorFlow or PyTorch for data analysis and prediction models. We have integrated the machine learning models to analyze trends and predict the outcomes. Now let us see the working prototype of our project, and then Surbi will give us some insight about the project's business model.
So here is the size of our market for other project. First is like AI in retail market, which is expected to grow by like 20.05 billion by 2026. Then there's global e-commerce market and then market intelligence solution, which is expected to grow by 14.8 billion by 2025. So here's the pricing intelligence and dynamic pricing, which we have aimed to implement through our project. First is price monitoring, which is to like track competitor prices and identify price changes in real time through web scraping and everything. Then there's price analysis through like machine learning models and to identify patterns and anomaly behavior. And then like dynamic pricing to adjust our pricing and our strategies according to the competitive move, like very rapidly in real time. So that's what we aim to do through this project. And here's the market potential, which is basically real analytics market, which is projected to grow well, projected to reach like 10.3 billion by 2025. And then there's also pressing need and growth like of AI adoption in retail drive for competitive intelligence. So what's the future prospect of the project? We like aim to expand and make this like globally accessible with all the like localized insights for each like retail store. And then we also aim to integrate IoT and predictive analysis for advanced and better decision making. So here's the revenue model for our project. First is of course the cost saving, like the cost which will be saved through like real time analyzing and dynamic pricing. And then there's increased sales and then strategic pricing according to the competitors' move and competitor like changes in price and strategies. And there is also increased of operational efficiency in the working. So here's the automated like competitor tracking, a quick glance like how we aim to do that. First is of course the data collection, so web scraping and then data processing, like cleaning, validating, normalizing the data for analysis, then analyzing those data through like machine learning, identifying pattern trends and insight, and then generating alerts and then notification and then other like insight through graphs and other means in our app. So we also like a quick overview of competitor strategy analysis as to how we will analyze the strategy of competitor. First, we will like first there is competitor profiling, like understanding goals, resources, and capabilities. So they are like through tracking their data, which is publicly available. And then there is like strategic benchmarking, comparing performance and key strategies against competitor to identify the gaps and opportunities for our retail store. And then competitive landscape mapping according to that, like visualizing competitor position and relationship and market, and adjusting our pricing and our strategies according to those gaps and opportunities. So that's all for this like presentation. Thank you for your time and attention.